So it's the start of part 3 of my Camino. I'm here, it's just past 8 in the morning in Burgos, and I'm going to get on the way. The young communists and the cathedral. So in front of me is the gate of St. Martin, which was one of the original gates in the town walls. But what's interesting is that over the past few weeks I've been doing a course online on the history of medieval Burgos. And this gate was talked about a few times because the area in which I'm standing in now was the Jewish quarter, apparently, at one time. And the course talked about the Jewish and the Muslim communities in the city, not large communities, and largely driven out by the 14th century. The gate's also interesting because, if you can see, it's got a horseshoe shaped it, like a Moroccan gate, and that's an Islamic style of architecture. And of course, Spain was Muslim for centuries, at least most of it was. Actually, a lot where the Camino runs never was, because it's the northern bit, or it was only for a very short time. The biggest Muslim presence was in the south, in Al-Andalus, of course. But even so, it's quite interesting to see that little little indication of the history there. And of course, one of the main reasons why the Camino became so successful in the Middle Ages is it was basically a triumph of the reconquest, the reconquista of Spain, you know, that Spain is open for Christian business again. In stark contrast, of course, to Jerusalem, which was conquered by the Saracens and therefore was closed for a while. So there we are, that's the gate of St. Martin and the old Muslim quarter, the old Jewish quarter. So I'm now approaching the Monasterio del Juegos, which was discussed in that course that I've done, or done part of the course, and it's basically the premier monastery of medieval Burgos, and it's also got a few Moorish elements to it, so I don't know if it'll be open, but I'll have a look anyway. There we are. So I'm sitting outside the beautiful Hermitage Church of Saint Amaro, and from what I can gather from the information in there, he was a pilgrim who walked the Camino and then on the way back stopped and settled here and helped other pilgrims. And I think it was in the 12th century, and I think it's a really nice, humble church. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely my kind of place. I'm on the edge of Burgos now. It's been a bit weird, but because of the course I've done, I've almost been in sightseeing mode, and I've wanted to see, you know, sites and link stuff historically, which is actually something I do all the time, but I haven't been doing much on the Camino so far, because I thought it should be for other purposes. But now I think the sightseeing stops and the real walking begins, and I'm going to a place called Hornillos del Camino today. It's 21 kilometers, probably a bit more because I took that side track to the monastery, and it means the little ovens of the Camino, so it'll be nice. Anyway, this is the Church of Saint Amaro. Disaster has struck. My shell has fallen off somewhere, so I'm going to have to walk a while without a pilgrim shell. And we're going on through this square. It's really pretty, and up a hill which is called the Mule Breaker, so that sounds like fun. So I am now well and truly in the meseta. Behind me, I've just climbed for about 150 meters. That was that Mule Breaker hill, I think. And although it was never a steep climb, it's taken it out of me. There's no shade here, and there's hardly any people. I've seen like 5 peregrinos all day, I think. Probably because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but also I think a lot of people skip this bit anyway. Yeah, I've got about 4 kilometers to go to Hornillos del Camino. Can't see it. And this is the bit, some people really love this bit, some people hate it. There's not a lot here. It's just you, fields and clouds. So, welcome to the meseta.